Well, hello and welcome to my channel. I have had to have do some really big changes to what my channel will be consisting of. Not in its goals and the type of themes that I like to cover here, but I had an awakening to the fact that I cannot, I don't know why this is, because at one point when I was pursuing some voiceover work and I wanted to figure out, what I could record when I was even just practicing um, some of my reading and my voice work, I wanted to make sure that I was reading things that were not where would there would be no problem with copyright laws. And then for some reason when I started doing this channel and my focus was just on something different, I didn't think about the fact that copyright laws apply to posting, on this channel. And I have seen books read aloud, children's stories mainly, and I just, um, you know, it was an oversight on my part, and I had to then go through, and it broke my heart personally to take down um, the books that I have read aloud here, and realize that I'm going to need to not continue in that direction of read aloud, and so that takes away my capacity for, well, to some degree, because I even in my introduction to this channel, or I made a video kind of giving an overview of it at someone's recommendation, and I said, sometimes I will tell stories with just the raw materials or ingredients of life. And that brought up, oh, and speaking of ingredients, I might do some cooking on here. Well, that hasn't transpired. But that's okay. There's so many people out there doing wonderful cooking videos, including a great friend of mine who, I'm trying to remember the name of her channel. I will post it below. It's not on YouTube, but it's an Instagram. So I will just say I apologize that, I posted some things on Facebook for people to listen to that were breaking the copyright law, and I removed them at this point. And I hope that the only thing, there are a couple of videos on my channel that I felt fell in the category of a quote or a short excerpt from a book, but just a couple instances that I felt were um, not breaking that that law, and I hope that I hope that I righted my wrong. So, um, yeah, I wanted to share that, and I wanted to let you know that my heart is still to read aloud. I love doing that, and I hope to find things that I can read aloud. And I know, one of which being I started my other channel reading the Bible, and I will continue to do that, and I will also be able to read things that are public domain, um, because I didn't know how to fall into I can't remember what the other category was, where if you're doing it for educational purposes or for certain other intentions, uh, then there was another name for it that made it legitimate. So anyway, there's some good videos about that on for YouTube for people who are creating videos. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I didn't really have material because I intended to come on and continue reading that really fun book, Ramona the Pest by Judy Blume, for Storytime Saturday. Um, but in the meantime, I will say that it is a wonderful practice to read books